Good morning, pregame crew. It is Monday, January 31st, 2022, 8:22 a.m. Eastern, 6:22 a.m. Mountain Time. I'm Chargal Lori. You are at the pregame show. It's my favorite day of the week, Monday. We have open house. As soon as I'm done, we will have a new link. So it won't be this link, but a different link. And Dan will be live. And Jason, I'm sure, will be posting that link for Dan's live that we following mine. He is live every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday morning. We have someone live every day, 3 to 4 times a day. But he opens us up at 9 a.m. Eastern typically, and he goes about an hour and 15 minutes. He answers questions in the room. Most importantly, he goes over the market overview from his perspective and setups that he's watching. So it's going to be so much fun to just open that up to the public so y'all can get a taste of what we get every day. Good morning, Jessica, Dono, Dustin, Jose, Jorge, Fred, Argilio, Chuck. Thank you. Thank you, Chuck. As my morning started, if I haven't heard from you, no. So good morning. Hey, Mary, Raj, Fred, Joe, Alejandro, Mustang, Mal, Junie, Topher, Jason. Good morning, Night Truck, Roger, my friends, Greg, Veronica, Blue Dog, Jason. Good morning, Train Man Dan. Good. I'm glad I sound a little bit better. I know it's awful to listen to someone with a scratchy throat and nasally, so I apologize for that. I'm on the mend. Hi. How are you? Yeah, hit the like button, why don't you? Okay, I just saw a request, Amazon. Let's jump on it. I love chatting with y'all, but my job here is to do some technical analysis. So I drew this Darvis box last Friday morning, and we're still within that box. So let's go to the hourly. Wait, let me start with the daily. We have earnings Thursday after hours, so just remember that. We are no longer oversold on the daily. We are approaching oversold on the weekly. And this could be a bear flag, so we have to be careful of any tiny bull break without a lot of follow through. The bulls like that lower wick of bulls buying the dip on Friday. That's a bullish reversal candle, but we need confirmation. We need to get over that 8 EMA. So let's remember our resistances from last week, 2884. So that could come into play. Looks like we're right around that area. And then the prior high before the end of day run, 2844. So the name of the show today, or the name of the game. That's it, the name of the game. Y'all have to excuse me. My brain's still not completely on the mend itself. But the high of the FOMC reaction becomes the name of the game today. If your name is over the Wednesday's FOMC high reaction, then you've got a relative outperformer. So a lot of names are very close to that Wednesday high reaction. Amazon's one of them, looks great actually. But we have other names like IWM, XBI that are pretty far away from that Wednesday high. So that becomes the hurdle to prove that the bulls are actually taking back over. Happy Year of the Tiger to you, Amera Asia. So Fred, y'all know I always give the same speech. I'm going to go over XBI, but I keep Labu over here myself. So if I'm trading LABU, I pull up LABU or LABD only to set my stops. I trade exclusively on XBI, but if I need a corresponding value in LABU, I pull up that chart just so I can gather my stop. So I'll give you the levels on XBI. I like a pullback buy of XBI. Your support 84.53, resistance pre-market 89.30, and look how far we are from Wednesday's high. Let's measure how far is far. We are almost 8% below Wednesday's high, so that's pretty far away. So we may stay within this range for a while, but I will give you LABU levels. 1460 is your support from that low on Friday, 1416 and 1427. And don't forget, prior resistances could act as support. But again, this is not the recommended way to charting the 3 times leverage ETF. There's lots of decay built in. If you're looking on a very short time frame, it can help you. Like UVIXI, I will chart UVIXI intraday, but I can't over time because look at this ski slope. I mean, how can you chart that? It just has so much decay. And I'm not saying LABU has as much decay that's in UVIXI, but just kind of showing an exaggerated version. ChargePoint, all right. Did you grab ChargePoint Friday, Fat In? Hey, Ronnie, how are ya? No problem, Dustin. Hey, Wave. Okay, ChargePoint, we talked about it. This was the actual chart. Friday morning, I said a pullback buy to 1137, and that was quite a run. I hope somebody got it. 10%. Pretty good. Okay, so 1301 is your new resistance level. We have a double top in that area, 1301 and then 1354. And your support, I don't know how valid this is. I don't know if it had any after hours volume, 1251. I would go with 1208 as a more legit number because it happened during regular trading hours. Can we take a look at Apple? Yes, it's on my list, but I will just pull it up quickly. So Apple had earnings, and of course Apple is through its Wednesday's high. So the FOMC reaction, it is through that because it had a positive earnings reaction. So it's a little bit different animal. Resistance 17201, 17307, support 16652, 16186. You're welcome, Fred. Yeah, Rich, that happens because the brokerage platforms open. So right here. So you'll see that is 6 a.m. my time, that's 8 a.m. Eastern. A lot of platforms open, and some of them are real wicks, and some of it's just a liquidity probe. I disregard them completely. So it happens because the brokerage platforms open at that time, and that's about as much information as I can give you with some legitimacy. All right, y'all ready to get started? Hey, John, how are ya? Hey, Tammy. Hey, my friend. Let's get this show on the road. I'm Chart Gal Lori. I'm part of the Chart Guys community, and we teach technical analysis. This is who I am, Chart Gal Lori. You can give me a follow on Twitter. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notify button. And what I do is I go over the indices, commodities, crypto, movers and shakers of the day. I try to answer your questions as much as I can at the end. Today, I will definitely be prompt in closing down the stream so Dan can go live. We are having an open house today where we are opening up our morning live stream to the public. So we'll post a link for that in a bit. So let's get started with ES. So with ES, I am looking at a possible top fish against 4450. I know it's 444625. I'm giving it a few dollars wiggle room. I'm looking for a potential top fish, but I'm not in a hurry to do anything. Number one, I'm not feeling the best, and I don't want to trade when I'm not feeling 100% and my rhythm is a little off today. So I'm not in a hurry to do something. I know some of you are feeling great and you're ready to get going. So hopefully I can give you some setups that'll work. But I want to start out with looking at the 4 hour on the indices and how price is relative to the 4 hour 50 MA, which is the yellow line. If you're interested in my chart setup, it's on the screen now. I'm going to delete it to save some real estate. And y'all know I love my 50 simple moving average. So this is the yellow line. So ES, we're above it. NQ, we're right at it. YM, we're above it. Now this one is not like the other one. RTY, look how far we are from the 4 hour 50 MA. It's just a nice tool just to pick. It's kind of like picking an object and you're trying to see the relativity. I was about to say with driving, never mind, that was a terrible analogy. What I was hoping to see with RTY would be a beautiful inverse head and shoulders pattern, but we didn't bounce quite high enough. We slammed into the underside of that 4 hour 21 EMA. So definitely RTY is a relative underperformer today. And look at that 50 RSI acting like a brick wall. On ES, we are over the 50 RSI. We do have a squeeze to note. NASDAQ squeeze and we're over the 50 RSI. YM squeeze and we're over the 50 RSI. So if we see any market weakness, I would say shorting RTY makes the most sense because it is the weakest. Let me pull up my notes and make sure that I don't miss anything. I like to check my messages. Okay, perfect, Jason, got your message. Okay, so what was I saying? My notes. Let me go to my notes. All right. So we had a beautiful bounce into the close on Friday. It doesn't mean much until we get over that FOMC high. The FOMC high becomes the benchmark, the hurdle for any chart that you're looking at. If we compare the Fab4, the 4-hour relation to 50 MA, we can see that RTY, IWM is the weakest. We have Google and Facebook and Amazon earnings this week to remember. So that can definitely affect things. It's definitely not as big of a week as we had last week with FOMC, Apple, Tesla. It was just a crazy week. But these three earnings are some big generals, so it will matter. US 10-year just made a 4-hour higher high, caution on tech. VIX, we have a 4-hour potential bear flag. Market bulls want to see this roll over. And the US 2-year is up 667% in 5 months. This reflects the more recent market pressures, and it just continues to go parabolic. And it shows the recent inflation pressures, and that yield is just going straight up. That is some concern. And I did see this morning in news that they're now predicting possibly 5 rate hikes this year. And of course, every time we hear that, it gets priced in a bit. So always remember that. XLF and XLE have been the January shining stars. Is there more to come? Do they have any more gas in the tank? Let's see. Let's look at ES resistance 4437, 4446, support 4266 and 4263. NASDAQ, I like a top fish on NASDAQ with that US 10-year strength. I do like a top fish on NASDAQ or RTY. 14639 is your resistance. And your support is 14399 and 14353. Let's look at that US 10-year. We just made that 4-hour higher high. This was kind of fun. This was I drew this Friday pre-game. We were looking for that lower high to help tech, and it sure did. We rolled over to a lower low, lower high, double bottom, and now we just got a higher high. That's slightly concerning for tech today, for this US 10-year to have so much giddy up in it. Look at this US 2-year. If you've been on the pregame show for a few months, you know I've been banging the table. I've been banging it back here when it was up 250%, and now it's up 667%. This is concerning. This gives me a cause to pause. I got a little optimistic on the market and how it reacted Friday end of day, but I don't know that this is sustainable with this US 2-year on this parabolic move. We will see. I am not an economist. Thank God I'm just do technical analysis. So RTY resistance 1967, and then 2009 support 1896 and 1892. Again, this is our weakest. And then YM. So I should just mention that I'm not going to be able to post that link for Dan's open house until I shut down my stream. So I will definitely be shutting it down in 15 minutes so we can get that link done and get Dan set up for live. You won't want to miss it. So resistance 34712 on YM, and we see that YM got over Wednesday's high. So that FOMC reaction, YM got over it. So it's definitely a relative outperformer. You have support at 34313 and 33915. VIX, what the bulls want to see is for this to be a 4-hour bear flag. No guarantee that it is going to be a bear flag, but if we could just get this to roll on over, that would be good for the market. And we need the US 10-year to sit down, and we need VIX to fall down for the market. Bitcoin could be a 4-hour bear flag as well. We have resistance at 38261, 38384, 38748, support 36640 and 36162. Ethereum, same thing, resistance 2642 and support 2478 and 2358. We're getting trapped under these 8 and 21 EMA on Ethereum and on Bitcoin. We're just stuck underneath those 4-hour EMAs, and I would be looking bearish as long as we're stuck below the EMAs and stuck below 50 RSI on the 4-hour. Gold just has no strength. Support 1785, 1780. I haven't looked at the dollar this morning, my bad. Yeah, the dollar had some strength. You could tell by looking at gold that the dollar was definitely having a little runner. Okay, resistance 1793 and 1800. Okay, this is going to be, I don't know why I continue to pick on oil. I don't know. And maybe I have a bias and I'll just admit that. I have to check myself. I'm not currently trading it, so it's okay if I do have a bias, but I definitely don't want to lead y'all astray. We're coming up on this 50 RSI that could act as support. We do have a squeeze, but we have a little bit of a diamond bearish reversal pattern, and what I would want to see is an EQ over here and then fall down for a potential top fish against 88.16. Again, I won't be trading much today, so I most likely won't take this trade, but I think oil is setting up for a potential short, and it has carried us through January. Oil and financials. Let's go look at XLE. XLE has a similar pattern. I like a top fish against 66.27 and or 67.06 on XLE. So yeah, I'm going up to the biggest bully on the playground and punching them in the mouth. So you got to be careful and be able to run fast if you're wrong. Okay, Nat Gas. We had some contango and some contract rollover stuff that it impacted price last week. And if you don't know a lot about that, that's okay. But I would be careful trading in an environment where there is some things going on under the hood that you don't understand. Like, I do not have my fingers touching around what happened. Joey has tried to explain it to me. I couldn't put it all together last week. I think my brain was kind of jumbled. But with Nat Gas, you have support at 4587. It would be logical to top fish 5057 in this area and stop out quick if you're wrong. Apple is above that Wednesday high, positive earnings reaction. We've got this 17307 staring them in the face. You have support at 16963 and 16652. I'm going to go ahead and set an alert because I would love to buy Apple at 166. Yeah, right before that area. I think that'd be a nice area to bottom fish Apple if we were to get there. And of course, all of this is contingent on the overall market. If the market is weak, I'm not going to be looking to go long. I'm going to be looking to top fish and go short. So I look at market context a ton. ARK is so beat up. We are down over 32% just for the month of January. Weekly, we're oversold, not oversold on the monthly. So ARK got a beautiful bounce. I would like a bottom fish around 66.14. Again, I probably won't take this because I'm not trading a lot today, but I'm just going to set it just so I know. And if I want to, I have the opportunity. Coin. I like a top fish of coin. We've got this 4-hour potential bear flag on Bitcoin as it's trapped below this 8 and 21 EMA. So I think a top fish on coin makes sense against 181.75. If it were to get through there, I would try a top fish against 184.59 using 185 as my stop. Hood, I like a bottom fish of Hood. They had deplorable earnings and then found out, or after, let's see how many, Kathy bought like a ton of shares, and CNBC had a lot of coverage on Hood this morning talking about it's an acquisition target. And I had never thought about that. That's interesting. I don't trade based on those type rumors, but that is interesting. I like a dip buy on Hood around 1174. So I'm using that potential bull flag area, that fib, as a potential support. I need price to come back, pause, give me a higher high, higher low, and then I would look at a possible bottom fish on Hood. And I don't have to look at all these charts all day. If I get an alert, great. I go look at the chart, see if I want to take it. If not, no trade. Netflix got an upgrade this morning. Let's see. It is above Wednesday's high, which we had that Ackman news after hours on Thursday, I believe, and that pushed price up. But it got a nice upgrade this morning. I was hoping to dip by that, but it's already up 3.5%. I would wait for a pullback on that one. QQQ, top fish against 35688 is nice and clear for me. I would look to top fish QQQ. Tesla got an upgrade. I would like a bottom fish of 813.20. That doesn't mean I wait for 813.20 to get there before I buy it. That's just the area I'm watching. We're well above that now, but I would just wait for a pullback and then some type of price reaction and reversal. XBI, I know a lot of you are interested in it. I like a dip buy on XBI. 87.23 would make it a potential bull flag still, and then 86.60 would be the 50% retrace for using these after hours levels. Let me clear that all up though. Let me do it on actual. So 86.89, if we just use the action on Friday, if we pull back to 86.89, we could still have an hourly bull flag. XLE. Yeah, y'all hit the like button. You're welcome, Park Bench. I appreciate it. All right. Yeah, I can look at silver, Raj. I sure can. We have a few more minutes. So XLE, I talked about it. I like a top fish of XLE. Okay, that's it for my list. Now let me look at yours. Let's see. Silver for Raj. Okay, silver is going to get the beat down while the dollar is so rocking. We have a daily inside bar right now. So Friday's range, high of 22.83, low of 22.15. I would be careful. This is probably a 6-hour bear flag potential. Yeah, this is a potential 6-hour bear flag, so I would definitely use caution. Resistance 22.83, support 22.15. We are no longer oversold on the 6-hour, on the 4-hour, on the daily we're not. Yeah, this is getting higher highs without a lot of follow through. So 22.69 is your more immediate resistance. NUE. Okay. That's a nice bounce. They had earnings. They have enough room for a higher low now. So they've bounced enough. They've given themselves enough room for a potential higher low on a pullback compared to 88.50. Support 97.82, 96.65. On the daily, we're looking for a lower high, however. So where she stops, nobody knows, but we are looking for a daily lower high. So I would watch this hourly pattern for some type of puttering out. I would actually look at top fishing 158 on NUE. NVDA. A lot of y'all are asking about NVDA. Daily's no longer oversold. 4-hour, we're running into the 50 RSI. Resistance 23445 and then 240. Support is from pre-market 22840 and 21580. Nice bounce, but look at this range. Wednesday's range to Wednesday's high to Friday's low. We've got a big range and we're opening kind of in the middle of it. That may make us go sideways for a while until we can just kind of flush out these extremes. That's probably not the right way to say that, but okay, WDC. 2 more minutes and I will be cutting this short today. I want to apologize, but I'm not going to because you get to hear Dan live and that's just the best thing ever. Best thing since sliced bread. So WDC. Daily RSI is really oversold. They got earnings out the way. Looks like it didn't go too well. But I would consider this 48.62 and 49.50 a double bottom. Support 48.62, 47.40. Resistance 52.04 and 55.23. Oh my Lord. Okay. Good morning. Okay, I got that person deleted. Apple, I went over Apple. Apple looks strong, looks like a relative outperformer. I like a dip buy of Apple. I don't like buying it up here. EEM. Okay. Nice lower wick of bulls buying this dip. I know this is merging markets. Let me look at the... Hourly looks fine. It's such a gappy chart. I like a pullback buy against 46.81. You're welcome, Raj. Last one, and then I'm going to shut it down so we can listen to Dan. Okay, we have resistance of 33.48, 33.42. Got a little bit of a double top in that area. $31 support, then 29.83. XLC has been a major underperformer in the market, but it looks like Viacom had a good day Friday. Bullish engulfing candle. Hourly support $32.19. All right, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to wrap it up so Dan can go live. I appreciate you joining me. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notify button. I'm going to close this out, and you can follow us on Twitter. I will be posting Dan's link, and I'm sure Dan will be sharing the link as well. You can follow me at Chark Lori. All right, thanks.